The UN has a draft resolution on a tribunal for Russia, The Guardian reports. The armed forces of Ukraine are gaining more and more victories on the battlefield, and Ukraine's diplomatic lobbying for an immediate tribunal is only gaining momentum. This affects the positions of partner countries. Thus, US Ambassador for Global Criminal Justice Beth Van Schaik said the United States is already considering declassifying some of its intelligence data. This will help to identify those who are directly responsible for the Russian invasion and its preparation. It's something that President Zelensky cares deeply about. This is something Ukraine wants, and I think that's going to carry a lot of weight. We are looking at all the angles and certainly supportive of taking some interim steps, particularly when it comes to preserving evidence. Beth Van Schaik, United States Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice, in the article of The Guardian. The Ukrainian delegation will present the draft of the tribunal to the governments of France, Germany, the USA and Great Britain. Opinionway company has conducted a survey among 1,000 respondents in France. The results are 86% of the French people who participated in the survey are in favor of a tribunal over Putin. President of France, Emmanuel Macron, has supported holding the top military political leadership of the Russian Federation accountable for all war crimes they committed in Ukraine. The National Assembly of France passed a resolution in support of the tribunal.
We must collect all the evidence of war crimes, and this is what we are doing by sending police officers and experts to Ukraine. We must launch all legal initiatives. Emmanuel Macron, President of France, in an interview with CBS News.
Министерство иностранных дел Франции
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of France has begun negotiations on creating a special tribunal with Anton Korinevich, the special ambassador of Ukraine. They made an official statement that they had begun negotiations and they started to prepare for the French side to also join the tribunal.
The First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, has presented to the British Parliament a project to create this special tribunal. The active work of the Ukrainian delegation continues in Berlin and Washington.
У нас также в Германии зарегистрировано постановление.
We also have a registered decision to support the tribunal in Germany. The Republicans have already registered a resolution supporting the tribunal in the House of Representatives in the United States. We will also have a vote in the UN for the resolution of the General Assembly, which should also support the creation of the tribunal in December, maximum in January.
So far, there are two options for a tribunal over Russia. The first is a bilateral treaty between Ukraine and the UN. The second is a kind of hybrid version, a court created in Ukraine with the support of international organizations. And this option is less suitable for Kyiv, experts in the working group say.
Сейчас идут переговоры с Европейским Союзом, там уже есть согласие того, что
Negotiations are underway with the EU. There is already an agreement. There will be a tribunal. Only the EU sees it a little differently than we do. They are talking about some sort of a hybrid variant. Is there any mechanism that, despite the creation of such a hybrid option, would allow the whole world or a significant part of the world to remove immunity from Putin and Lavrov? If this makes it possible to remove the immunity from Putin and Lavrov, then this will triple us, and then we will just have to prescribe it correctly.
The United States authorities believe that even an absentee tribunal can be effective. Are they satisfying to survivors? Are they satisfying to observers of justice? Probably not. But they do provide a forum for victims to testify. They do provide an opportunity to pull together evidence to create a historical record. And then, if those individuals do fall within custody, they are entitled to a retrial, which can then start a process which is truly adversarial. Beth Van Schaik, United States Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice, in the article of The Guardian. Ukraine, on the other hand, demands the special tribunal to start before September 2023, because the authorities in Kyiv will have collected evidence on more than 26,000 war crimes that resulted in the deaths of thousands of Ukrainians by that time. Reported by Dana Kolesnik, Yulia Bezborodko, UATV News.